Today, I will talk about something that most digital nomads don't even think about until it's too late. And it's not about the best countries to go to, the best environments around the world, the best creative hubs, digital nomad hubs, best co-working spaces. It's actually the boring stuff. And that boring stuff could actually cost you thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, if you don't fix it and if you don't think about it. And what I'm talking about is the financial structure as an independent person and the real risks of not doing it properly. I've been traveling and living across borders since I was 18. That's been over 7 years ago, and I've made a lot of mistakes. I've been paying taxes to countries I shouldn't even be paying taxes to, and I've watched a lot of people lose money they didn't have to lose, simply because nobody showed them how this actually works. This is, I feel like, the topic that's really underrated in this digital nomad space. Everyone talks about, oh, getting online income, oh, traveling the world, go to all of these cool places. But without a proper back-end structure to support your income while traveling, you are risking a lot and you are potentially losing a lot as well. So in this video, we're going to decrypt everything. We're going to talk about all of that back-end structure, the risks of not taking care of it or thinking about it, and how you can probably set yourself up for success and potentially save a lot on taxes. Number one risk of being a digital nomad with no proper financial structure is thinking you are free to travel wherever you want to, work wherever you want to, but in reality, you're still tied to your home country, legally and fiscally. And here's what I mean. When you leave your country because you start earning online or you can work online for some period, your home country doesn't know that you left. Right? They don't have the specific detector, like they don't know that you're actually leaving the country. So as long as you don't tell them that you're still considered a fiscal resident there and you owe them taxes for every single euro you earn. Meanwhile, you're in Brazil, you're in Bali enjoying life, thinking you've escaped the system. Well, guess what? You didn't. If you didn't officially tell your home country that you left fiscally, then you're still there and you still owe them every single piece of tax. The dangerous thing is that tax authorities don't forget. Like, even if you go like this for a couple of years, you think that they didn't notice, they will check. They usually check this year, next year, and the next year, past records, and go after you if they figure out that you've been escaping the system. And I'm not saying this to scare you, it's to prepare you. If you're aware of it, then you can fix it. And how you fix it is just thinking about it instead of just ignoring it. All you have to do is just watch this video. Everything will be clear. I also have a lot of other videos that you can watch about this. But you have to pay attention to your structure. Really. The second major risk is the one I covered in my last video, but it's worth mentioning again, and that is double taxation. If you have no clear fiscal residency, two countries can tax you at the same time. And literally both of these countries can legally demand taxes on the same income. For example, your home country still claims you taxes because they think you've never left because you never let them know. Meanwhile, the new country you're living in most of the year also demands taxes because you're actually living there and you have a house there and you pay rent there and you've spent more than 6 months there. And as I talked about in my last video, spending more than 6 months in one country triggers the days test, one of the 2 tests that countries use to determine your fiscal residency. And honestly, it's not just the financial cost, it's all the confusion and stress that you have to figure it out, have to file a bunch of papers, knowing what to pay, when to pay it, to who to pay an accountant in both countries to figure it out. It's complicated and it's messy. So it's worth just sit down, look at your lifestyle, figure out what's the best solution, and then simplify the process for yourself. Save money, save stress, and gain clarity. Okay, now what are the risks of having a wrong setup? Let's talk about specific mistakes because I see them constantly. And mistake number one that I see with digital nomads is that they don't operate with an LLC, a limited liability company, or a proper structure. If you're freelancing or running an online business without a proper legal entity, you are, as a human, as your name, liable for everything. Basically, what it means is that if you're operating your business through your name, you are the one to blame if anything happens, since there is no separation between you and the business. Now, one of the most popular ways for digital nomads to set up a legal entity is setting up a US LLC, a USA limited liability company. It's a pass-through entity. And FYI, this is especially for non-US residents. It only costs a few hundreds of dollars to set up and it opens banking opportunities. It opens up a pass-through entity, meaning that you can charge your clients through a company, not yourself. But also you are protecting yourself with one, right? Without a specific pass-through entity, without a corporation, you are not protected. You are liable for absolutely everything that happens in your business. Mistake number 2 that I see is using your business accounts, business money, for personal expenses. If you don't have any separation between your personal expenses and business expenses, it makes it very hard for you to see what you're spending, see what you're earning, optimize all of that structure, and grow your business. Also grow your financials, right? Because if you don't have clarity, it's messy and you're just in confusion and it's hard to identify where you can improve or where it's going wrong. So whenever you open your business account, keep your personal expenses and business expenses separate. And the cool thing when you have an LLC or a corporation, a company, is that you can put your flights as an expense. In some circumstances, you can put some dinners as an expense if they're related to your business, a phone, a computer, and that allows you to save on personal taxes. Mistake number 4 is super important. It's people waiting to earn a lot to fix this. You don't have to earn millions to create a proper structure, a proper setup. Like, yes, there are different types of setups that correspond best for certain types of incomes, right? There's certain ranges, but you don't have to earn 3 million a year to start to think about this. Actually, the sooner you do, the better it is. Like, a lot of people say, I'll think about my structure when I start making more money. If you're already starting to make money right now, why would you not optimize as soon as you can? Because this structure allows you to keep more of what you're actually making. Basically, every year without a proper setup is a year of compounding losses. So listen to this, the best time to sort out your financial structure was when you started. The second best time is right now. So let's get to the most important point. How does a proper financial structure look like? Let me give you a framework. Step 1, the most important step of all, is determine a clear fiscal residency. If I am from Belgium and I didn't tell Belgium that I left the country and that I'm now traveling around the world and I don't spend more than 6 months in Belgium, Belgium doesn't know, and I will owe all my income to Belgian taxes. So be clear on where you're a fiscal resident. If you don't live in your home country anymore, tell them I'm leaving and establish a new fiscal residency where appropriate. But your new fiscal residency has to be intentional and has to make sense. You have to look at your lifestyle, where you're spending some time, and where it makes sense for you to pay taxes, right? Where there's a favorable tax regime, maybe for digital nomads. And if you're a bit confused and need some more guidance, I invite you to book a free call with me in the description. It's 20 minutes and we can talk about your current situation and the best option for yourself. Link is in the description. And to give you some common examples for digital nomads, here are Paraguay, Georgia, Dubai, Panama. All of these options are great with their advantages and disadvantages depending on what you're looking for. So step 1 was determine a clear fiscal residency, making it clear on paper, telling your home country you left or keeping it in your home country, but knowing where you are a fiscal resident. Now step 2 is formally exiting your home country if appropriate. If you're not in your home country anymore, exiting it legally. And that often requires you actually going there. And from country to country, it's different. Some countries will require you to show a specific job contract or to justify you leaving the country. I think Australia is very hard on that, but others are very easy, right? You can leave very easily just by showing a new address or briefly explaining why you're leaving. Now, step number 3 is assigning on your business structure. A US LLC is the most common choice for non-US citizens that are international human beings that live across borders. That is the optimal choice, opening a US LLC. Once you have your LLC, you open a bank account. There's several banks that allow you to do that, like Mercury, Relay, Wise, depending on your business, what you're operating with, and who, if you have service providers in the US. If you're opening a Mercury bank account, typically they will ask you for proof that you have US supply. But that's a case-by-case basis, but there's a bunch of banks that allow you to open a bank account, a business bank account for your US LLC. Next, what I would do is every month or whenever you get money in for your business is I would put your money directly into a savings account or investments. And that can be something very simple like buying an index fund or buying an ETF, a stock, something that you can buy regularly that compounds. The goal is just not to have cash stagnating in your account, because if cash is not moving, it's losing its value. You always want to be making and moving money, always. So either you reinvest the money into yourself, into your business, or you put it somewhere else. You save up to buy real estate, or you put it into an ETF, an index fund. Again, there's 1,000 of different possibilities. If you're into crypto, you can buy some crypto every month. Whatever you believe in, invest in. And as Albert Einstein said, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. Something I want to stress is that it's worth investing in professionals. Like if you are a bit confused and you don't know how to manage your bills for your taxes and file your taxes, it's worth paying someone every month to make sure that you have everything set up properly. If you're not sure how to optimize your taxes, pay a specialist. It's all worth it. Pay for that knowledge, because figuring out yourself can be very confusing and you already have your daily responsibilities. You have already 1,000 things in your mind. So it's worth just paying a professional, getting clarity, getting someone to look at your specific circumstance and giving you guidance. So always invest in other people that can help you advance faster and better towards the right direction. For example, I also paid for consultation before making my decision fiscally. I was presented with different options based on my lifestyle that my consultant gave me. I did pay almost 200 euros, but thanks to that help, it helped me gain clarity and understand what I should do, what I shouldn't do, and the implications of each. So at the end, yes, it will be an investment, but it will save you way more than it costs on the long term. Okay, last chapter, the cost of doing nothing. Please let me make this real with numbers, okay? Listen to me. Imagine you're making 5,000 euros gross per month and you're paying 35% in taxes. By the way, 35% would be the typical amount that you would be paying in European countries. If you're paying 35% in taxes and earning 5K a month, that's 1,750 euros that you're giving away in taxes. And on top of that, you probably have social security to pay and other administrative costs. So imagine 1,750 euros a month that go into taxes. Now, let's take another version of you, right? There's a version of you that's paying 35% in taxes in your home country in Europe. And then there's a version of you that decided to pay attention to their structure and actually brainstorm and think about a new plan to make this more strategic. We figured out the right fiscal residency with 0% tax on foreign income. By the way, yes, this exists and it's a very popular structure, which means that with this new structure, you're saving that 1,750 euros. You're keeping that. And imagine if it compounds, just multiply 1,750 euros times 12. That's over 21,000 euros per year that you can save. Or if you go to Lombok, you can buy a very cool place for 21,000 euros. Like, I'm just giving you some random examples, but look at the impact. Think about the compounded impact your finances could benefit from. And if you're young, if you're in your 30s, if you're in your 20s, time is at your advantage. So make sure you benefit from that compound interest with your finances and your youth. This is so important. And to make it even more impactful, over 5 years, those 1,750 euros per month are 105,000 euros. 105,000 euros. You could have bought 3 good cars with that, or a nice hut in the mountains somewhere in Europe. It could be the deposit for the villa of your dreams. Just think about it. The cost of doing nothing is not zero. The cost of doing nothing is everything you could have built with that saved money. And yes, the system is not designed to tell you this. Of course, we need people to work. We need people to pay taxes. We need people to follow the rules. But there are ways around this, and this comes with knowledge. And here I'm educating you on this part because it's extremely important. Knowing how this actually works and using this knowledge legally and intentionally is not a loophole. It's just structuring in a way that makes sense for you while being completely legal. You're just thinking outside the box. This is what's missing in today's society. People just want to follow rules too much, right? Oh, I'm too scared to do that. Oh, I can't register in that country. That's fraud. No. You are a free human being. You are a citizen of the world. Borders were made up on paper. We're all humans. If you want to go live in Thailand, just apply for the Nomad visa. Enjoy. You are free. So always keep an open mind and realize that this is not fraud. This is not a loophole. This is just structuring right and legally. So if this video helped you understand the risks, please share with someone who needs to hear it. A lot of digital nomads are being born right now, but little people talk about the financial side of things, the structure of being a digital nomad, which is actually extremely important. And the lack of knowledge results in a lot of loss. Loss of time, loss of energy, and loss of money, ultimately. So please share this video with anyone who would like and who would benefit from it. And I also have a free guide for fiscal residency basics. You can also find this in the bio. It will give you a good understanding of fiscal residency, what it is, and how you can think about it to your benefit. If you want to go deeper, understand the exact situation that would fit your lifestyle, your income, and your situation, that's exactly what we cover in the Borderless Club. The waitlist is now open. Feel free to apply on the link below. All the founding members join for free for life. The link is in the description. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, like it to support me, comment any questions that you might have or any suggestions, any topics you'd like me to talk about, and subscribe for more honest content about building a serious borderless life. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.